So here's how you maximize your gym results with progressive overload. So first and foremost, what is progressive overload? And we're going to keep this extremely simple. So you're probably going to the gym, you're showing up consistently, you're doing the workouts, but your body looks the same, your strength hasn't improved, and you're starting to wonder what you're doing wrong. Here's the truth that most people miss. If your workouts aren't changing, your body won't change either. And I'm not talking about variety, I'm not talking about changing up your exercises from time to time. I'm talking about a simple principle called progressive overload. So, what is it? Progressive overload is the most important principle in strength training, and the simple definition for it is doing a little bit more over time so your body is forced to adapt. Your body's goal is efficiency, it wants to get comfortable. So when you repeat the same weight, same reps, same effort, your body says, "We've already mastered this," and progress stops. Progress only happens when your body is challenged beyond what it has already adapted to. A real example is I worked with someone who had been training for about 5 to 6 months. Very consistent, never actually missed workouts, but nothing changed. When we looked at his training, everything was identical week to week. The same weights, the same number of reps, the same stopping point. We made a simple adjustment though. We tracked every set and aimed to improve something each session. Within a few weeks, his strength started to go back up, and within a couple of months, his physique started changing as well. Nothing fancy, just progressive overload done correctly. What does doing more actually mean though? This is where most people get stuck. Doing more does not mean going all out with bad form or randomly lifting heavier weights every single workout. It means small, controlled improvements like adding a little bit of weight, even just 5 pounds makes a difference, or doing an extra rep compared to last time, or improving your form with better control and full range of motion, or slowing the movement down to increase the difficulty, or even just pushing closer to your true limit in muscular failure. Even the smallest improvements count. Now, a simple way to track this is to keep things practical. Pick a rep range. For the love of God, pick a rep range. For most exercises, a good starting point is 6 to 10 reps. An example for a few movements. If you were to do dumbbell goblet squats on week one, you might take 20 pounds and do 8 reps. So, week two, you take 20 pounds and now you might get 10 reps. Great. Week three, you come back in and you up the weight to 25 pounds, but now you only get 7 or 8 reps. That is perfectly normal. The reps are going to go back down because the weight has gone up. Your goal is now to get yourself back to a point where you're doing 10 reps. Once you hit 10 reps, you add weight and start over again. You're either adding reps or you're adding weight over time, or again, you're improving on your form or just how difficult you're making the movement by slowing down the execution of the exercise. Excuse me. But that's all progressive overload really is. Now, how hard should you be training? This is also something that a lot of people misunderstand. If your sets feel easy, your body has zero reason to actually adapt, change, and grow. You should be training close to what's called muscular failure. That simply means the point where you cannot complete a single rep with good form anymore. For now, think of it like this. You finish your set knowing that you could only do maybe one rep at most. If you could do 3 or more reps, the weight is too light or you stopped way too early. And if you hit complete failure every single set without control, that is also not ideal long term. There is a balance, but I'll break this down in a future video, so keep on subscribing and coming back in for more. How to gauge your effort. If you're not sure how close you are to your limit, use this simple check. At the end of a set, ask yourself, how many more reps with good form could I have done if someone offered me $1 million for every additional rep I completed? If the answer is 3 or more, increase your effort on the next set. If the answer is only 1 or 2, you are right where you need to be. That is the sweet spot. If your form got sloppy at any point, you likely pushed way too far. Learning this skill takes time, but it is one of the most valuable things you can possibly develop when it comes to strength training and building muscle. Now, some big mistakes that are also keeping you stuck. Doing the same workout without progression, your body adapts and stops changing. Not tracking anything is also a big issue. If you don't know what you did last time, you can't improve it. Stopping your sets too early is a big one as well because you're leaving too many reps in the tank and that's going to limit your progress. Also, like I talked about earlier with variety, program hopping constantly on a consistent basis. You never give your body the time to adapt and to improve, and you don't realize that strength training is a skill that has to be developed. You can't just change up what exercises you're doing on a consistent basis and expect to progress and improve. Again, chasing new exercises instead of getting stronger at the basics is bad. Progress comes from improvement, not variety. So, what should you do next? Start simple and stay consistent. Choose 4 to 6 core exercises, stick to a 6 to 10 rep range for most sets, track every set, weight, and reps, aim to beat your previous performance each workout, and train close to failure while maintaining good form. Once you get 10 reps on each set, you increase the weight and start over. That is your system. Keep it simple. So, a quick recap: progressive overload means doing more over time. More weight, more reps, better control, more effort. The goal is to stay within a structured rep range. 6 to 10 works well for most people, for most exercises, on most sets. You train close to failure with good form for about 1 to 3 reps left in the tank, and then you track everything so you can improve. If you apply this consistently, results are not random, they become predictable. So, a final thought: you do not need a more complicated plan. You need a clearer target each time you train. Get a little better every workout. That is how real progress actually takes place. So, if you're ready to start seeing results, and if you want a structured plan and program to tell you exactly what to do, how hard to train, and how to progress each week, go ahead and hit the link below in my description and let's book a call so we can plan this thing out together. And if you enjoy this, share it with someone else who feels stuck in the gym and needs a simple plan that actually works. Love you guys. Tune in next week.